See, now you're a little choppy.
This is a technical nightmare for me and Matt, but that's okay, because we're bringing you the joy. My name's Sean Perham.
My name's Matt Sidney.
Well, Matt, here's the deal, man.
Talk to me.
In quarantine, we can't be stopped. Bad internet connection, we won't be stopped. Listen, here it is. Bam!
Bam!
Here's a poll right now. Can we put a poll into a YouTube video?
Probably not. What kind of pole? Stripper pole? Light pole? North Pole? Holy Shore? Poland? Polparazzi? Pulp Fiction? Water polo? Horse polo? Ralph Lauren polo? There's a pole in the bucket!
We watched Three Ninjas.
It was such a good movie, man. It really floored me.
I was overwhelmed with the quality of this film. So we watched it. First person in the credit roll, full character name was Grandpa. And let me tell you, he must have had 9 herniated discs from carrying this film on his back.
Yeah, well, he didn't have him from doing the stunt work, because not one stunt he did was him.
No, that was a clearly Cuban man doing a lot of stunt work for a very elderly Japanese man.
He had one eye he couldn't really open. He talked out of the side of his mouth. He looked like Popeye or Peter Falk.
I'm not playing games.
Wow, that was a beautiful Peter Falk.
What a instant jump into the action. They made it clear early on what the exposition was. They even kind of got you with a bit of intrigue at first. Like, first maybe 5 scenes, they immediately intertwine action, the conflict, the villain character, and our main characters and their familial ties. All tie into this crime that's trying to be perpetrated at the top of the film that runs through the end. The villain wasn't the strongest.
Nothing says 90s villain like a widow's peak
and a ponytail.
You can't outdo it.
Widow's peak. Sean, pop that right here. Widow's peak and a ponytail. We are gonna put throughout this video 16 90s villains with ponytails. I don't know why 16's our number. And if you find all 16, you win. The villain was literally just a bad guy for the sake of being a bad guy. He actually says the words, "I love being the bad guy."
For all intents and purposes, a definitive kid toucher.
It's not character development to just be like, "Hey, I'm evil." Problem?
I miss when 95% of your employed staff could just be ninjas, and then when they're unmasked at the end of movies, they are 85-year-old white men that are definitely not ninjas.
Oh.
There was a moment at the end where they were doing a ninja training sequence where there were ninjas fighting, and then there were 4 ninjas in the back just climbing ropes. They were on rope duty.
There was flip guys.
These extras showed up and they were like, climb those ropes.
Look, so the 3 ninjas,
the Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria,
they actually did get new names. They are Rocky, Colt, and Tum Tum.
Tum Tum got shafted.
They're fighting, it's essentially like a video game. They're looking up and the grandfather's like 3 or 4 flights up going, "It's okay." I don't know why he's not with them. He was with them like a scene before. "You better get it, boys." And then he just, I guess he's slowly walking down.
Squeeze the bottle of spinach.
What about the surfer dudes who have clearly never surfed before? The 3 kind of mid-film henchmen that they hired for a job on the sly.
Hands down, my favorite part of the movie was what can only be described as the near murder of a man in a house, where these kids tied something around his neck, I think it was a power cord, and then jumped off the balcony in their house, and he was left there, choking.
I just love the ingenuity in films where young children know exactly what to do when home invaders are there.
Listen, confidently, as a child of the 90s, if somebody had broken into my house at the age of 10, I would have been able to kill them.
Oh yeah, we never even got into the subplot of the father hating the fact that they're learning martial arts. And honestly, everything the father said, although extreme, he was negative, right? That was the problem. The father was negative about what they loved. But he was not wrong.
Here's my thing. Yes, you should support your children, but if what you're condemning your children is not to become an instrument of murder, I'm okay with it. They were like, where are the ninja stars? And they were like, Dad took them. What an asshole. You know what? I'm with Dad on that. Take the ninja stars away from the children.
If you believe children should have ninja stars, write it down in the comment section below. We're coming up with a rating system.
Based on the movie.
And this week, we are gonna do a rating system of ninja stars.
I am going to give this the most solid, the most firm 4 ninja stars. It was nostalgic. It was beautifully written.
I don't know if I were to give this to somebody, even who had the same affinities as us, like people who had our same interest in movies, if they would like it as much. So I'm gonna give it, 3 ninja stars, and a well-weighted dagger. You know, one that balances nicely, a well-balanced dagger. I suppose 3.5 stars would have been smoother.
That was Joe North is out there somewhere in the world. He recommended this. What a great guy. And we've also decided that in this episode, we're going to have a new segment called 10 Seconds with Joe North. We did not discuss what that means, and I'm just going to let him do it. Here it is right now.
In the original international version, the boys lost the basketball challenge, and a scene was added at the end to tidy up the loose ends. In the international version's Colt's name was changed to Mustang.
What a great segment. Thanks, Joe, for all that information that he's crammed in.
Like and subscribe. Thank you so much. This has been Movie and an Egg Roll. Let's egg roll out of here.
Take this pole right here. A pole vault.
Pole vault. That's a good one.